Remember, we'll be using facts and evidences only from the Flash TV show and the movie X-Men Apocalypse to calculate who is the fastest man alive. Getting into the topic of this video about which speedster is faster, let us first start with Quicksilver. You see, a lot of people actually think that Quicksilver can control time because everything around him slows down. But that's not actually true. You see, according to Einstein's theory of relativity, we have something known as time dilation, which states that the faster we move, the slower time will be experienced by us. You can apply this law of time dilation on Quicksilver and conclude that time appears to be slowing around Quicksilver because he's moving at really high velocities. So the question is, how slow is time for him? We can calculate his perception of time by using this honeybee in this scene. You see, honeybees tend to flap their wings at the rate of 230 times per second. In this scene of Quicksilver, we notice that the bee flapped its wings 3 times. The first cycle took 3 seconds, the second cycle took 6 seconds, and then the camera pans up to show Quicksilver walk in, so the third flap determines the perception of time at which Quicksilver sees the world. So as the cycle keeps doubling, we can assume that the third cycle took 12 seconds, meaning that the bee took 12 seconds to flap its wings once when Quicksilver slowed down time. So now using this information, we can calculate Quicksilver's perception of time by multiplying 230 to the dividend and the divisor. So we get that 1 second for us is 2760 seconds or 46 minutes for Quicksilver. So how is this going to help us calculate Quicksilver's speed? Well, it won't. I just thought it'd be cool to let you know about this. So now to approximately calculate how fast Quicksilver is, we need to estimate 3 different things: mansion size, distance covered by Quicksilver, and the detonation velocity. First, the mansion size. It would be nearly impossible to lay out the entire floor plan, so for convenience, let us assume that the mansion is in the size of a conceptual square, which represents the whole area of the mansion. According to the movie, the mansion has an area of 6,970 square meters. Next, distance covered by Quicksilver. It is practically impossible for us to track all of Quicksilver's movements through the mansion, so let's just assume that he covers a theoretical distance inside this theoretical area enough to make an X. Speed math! If a theoretical area is 6,970 square meters, then each side will have a length of 83 meters, and using the Pythagorean theorem, we get the arc diagonal has a length of 180 meters, and the distance traveled by Quicksilver is equal to diagonal times 2, which is equal to 236 meters. Well, lastly, we have to find the detonation velocity. Well, to be honest, I have no idea how to calculate it, but for convenience, we can take an average detonation velocity, which is equal to 7,000 meters per second. Knowing how much ground Quicksilver might cover and how quickly it took the explosion to ripple throughout the mansion, we can get time and then the speed. If you assume that the explosion happens at the direct center of the mansion, the quickest it can make it to the edge of the mansion is half of one of the sides of the conceptual area that we have assumed, and then divided by the detonation velocity. If we do this with the correct numbers, then we get how long Quicksilver can be inside the mansion before it is completely engulfed in explosion, and that's just 6 milliseconds. Now, using speed is equal to distance by time, distance being equal to 236 meters and time being equal to 6 milliseconds, we get that Quicksilver is traveling at a speed of 39,333 meters per second, which is equal to Mach 117 or 117 times the speed of sound, or 13% the speed of light. Well, you see, there's a small problem, and that is the nuclear fusion that Quicksilver would be creating when he's traveling at such high velocities. He wouldn't be giving enough time for the air molecules around him to move, therefore producing friction in the nuclei of the atoms, which would destroy him and everything around him in a huge nuclear explosion, which isn't that great. But the question is, why isn't he producing nuclear fusion? Why isn't that happening? Well, you see, Quicksilver might be vibrating so fast that he might be moving around the air molecules, therefore making sure that he does not produce friction while he is running. Well, now to calculate the speed of Flash, we don't have to use a lot of physics. As you see, we have facts and evidences which tell us how fast he is. So first, I would like you to look at the scene.
Damn, Jesse's almost as fast as Barry.
Velocities just under Mach 3, heart rate 100 ppm, her vitals are normal.
You're seeing the scene where the Flash trains with Jesse Quick. Caitlin states that Jesse is just under Mach 3, and the Flash in the scene is as fast as Jesse. Well, let's even assume that he's faster than Jesse Quick and give him a speed of Mach 4, and also allow him to use the tachyon unanswered. He would still be able to run only 4 times faster, that is Mach 16, which is nowhere near to Quicksilver's Mach 117. Well, obviously in the future episodes of The Flash, there will be a point where the Flash will be supplied with an infinite amount of kinetic energy by the Speed Force to stop a villain like Savitar. So when something like that happens, I will redo this video. Therefore, after all the calculations we did, we can conclude that Quicksilver is the fastest man alive. Hope you'll enjoy this video, and if you would like more content like this, please do show me your support by subscribing to my channel. And until we meet again, I will see you in the next Versus video.